Hello gamers across the nation, my name is Akash Paul and in today's episode of Digi Life, I have something special for you. I'm going to enlist top 5 graphic cards that come under 10,000 rupees. Now this is not like a conventional list, rather I have just taken 5 cards that offer best bang for your buck, and these are at different price points within the 10k range. So it is entirely possible that when you go to a local store, you might find a better deal. Thus, I would say that you take this list as a reference point and move on from there. Also, I have provided the buy links for all the cards in the description below. So I've saved you a lot of work, thank me later. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's get on with the good stuff. First up is the Zotac GT730 2GB DDR5 version. This card costs a little more than 5,000 and I believe this is the bare minimum that you should have in order to game. Just a little while back you would have gotten a DDR3 card in this price point, but now with the GT730 you get a better and faster GDDR5 memory. This card is going to be great for light gamers or people who just want to clear their game backlog of games that were released in or before 2012. But that is not to say that you cannot play newer games at lower settings. Next up is the Sapphire AMD Radeon RX 250ti. This card performs better than the GT730 but also costs a little more than the GT730. The card is PCIe 3.0 compatible and does not even require an extra 6-pin or 8-pin connector, but you will need at least a 400 watt power supply to run this card safely. This card is perfect for casual gamers who want to play all the games but maybe not at the highest quality. For the number 3 spot, we have the handsome looking elder brother of R7 250, the Suse AMD R7 260X. This card comes with cool looking dual fans and ASUS direct CO2, which allows the GPU to work silently and gives it an efficient cooling system. Since this is the overclocked edition of the GPU, you can use GPU tweak to get a little more out of this card. The previous generation of GTX 750 cards from Nvidia were quite successful, and till date they can hold their own when you throw latest games at them. One such card is MSI M750ti OC edition, and it promises to deliver 60 FPS gaming for a lot of the older titles, and when it deals with the newer games, it does provide a good experience at medium or low settings. And yes, you can overclock it without the need of an extra 6-pin connector. Now before I get to the top spot, there is a card that I thought deserves an honorable mention, and that card is the Gigabyte AMD Radeon RX 460 WindForce edition. The AMD RX 460 series of cards are relatively new, and thanks to Gigabyte's tinkering with the base version of the card, this WindForce edition is arguably the best looking card amongst all the cards in this list. With a huge 4GB of GDDR5 memory, you can load ample of textures and play at higher resolutions. You also get an option to overclock this card, but that is not much to write home about. With this card, you can be assured of great performance even with the latest titles that have come in 2016 and are coming in 2017. I would have picked this card for the top spot had I not found the Zotac Nvidia GeForce GTX 1050 Mini. The GTX 1050 cards are aimed to provide 60 FPS gaming at 1080p resolutions. While that might not be entirely true for all the games, it does handle a lot of the new games at decent frame rates at 1080p resolutions, and with this card you can be assured of good performance for the next 2 to 3 years. And that brings us to the end of the video, but don't click away just yet. If you who's watching this video right now or maybe sometime in the future has a better suggestion for a graphic card that's under 10,000 and that's good, please do comment it down below in the comments section and help a fellow gamer brother/sister. Till the next time, happy gaming.